Hello, everyone, it's Mana here. Have you ever found yourself totally confused when a Japanese woman is being kind, polite, and respectful, and you start thinking, wait, does she like me? Or is she just being nice? You're not sure, but your heart starts doing a little hopeful dance. Well, today, I'm breaking down 4 situations where her gentle actions might leave you confused on what they really mean. Interest or just Japanese manners? But before we jump in, quick culture heads up. Japanese culture is deeply rooted in respect and thinking from other person's perspective. It's kind of our default setting. That does not mean every Japanese person is a saint. We are human. But this kind of empathy is really at the core of how many of us are raised. So today we are focusing on those little moments that might leave you wondering about Japanese women's actions and what those behaviors really mean. Curious? Let's get started. Number 1, she's available to see you often and she's always kind. Okay, let's be real. When you connect with Japanese woman, the first impression is often she's so kind. She helps you when you ask something and she always says okay. And when you come to Japan, she might even offer support and guide you around and check in with you often. And honestly, these are total green flags, right? But hold on. Have you ever heard of omotenashi culture? It's a big part of our culture. Basically, it's about offering hospitality and respect without expecting anything in return. It's kind of like aloha spirit in Hawaiian culture. I love that mindset too. So anyway, if a Japanese woman was raised in a pretty typical family, chances are she grew up with this way of thinking. So yeah, we might be kind, smiley and polite, but that's not always mean there's something romantic behind it, especially if you are still in the early stages. Now, here's the real clue. If she's not just being polite, but she's actually making time to see you often, she's the one reaching out, texting you first, and genuinely trying to spend time with you, that's different. That's special. Just like you, most Japanese women are busy. We work, we have hobbies, and we need our quiet me time to recharge. So if she's constantly choosing to use her limited free time on you while still being warm and thoughtful, that's not manners, that's effort. I'll be honest, this is true for me too. I love being kind to people and I care about whether they are guy friends or girlfriends, but that doesn't mean I have time to see them often. That's hectic. So if I'm regularly making time for someone, it's a strong sign I feel close to them and maybe even something more. So if she's showing up for you again and again, going out of her way to meet and talk, be there for you, that's like a 90%, maybe more, that she genuinely like you. Number 2, even if you don't see her often, she texts you a lot. Okay, here's the deal. If a Japanese woman is messaging you regularly, and even better, she replies pretty quickly. Wow, maybe she likes me. But here's the truth. You don't actually see her that much in person and still she's always messaging you when something comes up or just a chat. That feels like a sign, right? Well, maybe, but not always. Here's a little behind the scenes truth. I actually don't message people that often, even my close friends. I'm not someone who chats in messages just for the sake of it. I don't usually text unless there's a purpose. So if a Japanese woman is texting someone a lot, it usually means she feels really comfortable with them. They're easy to talk to, maybe they make her laugh or have good energy. So what does it all mean? If she's texting a lot but not making much effort to see you in person, she might just enjoy talking to you, or you could be in a friend zone, or she might just not feel that romantic spark. But if the texting feels meaningful, thoughtful, and consistent, and she's also making an effort to meet up sometimes, then that's when it could be something more. But be careful. Don't fully trust someone you've never met face to face. Take your time, build your trust, and always listen to your gut. Number 3, her texts have 0 emojis, but she's kind towards you. Okay, This one can totally mess with your head, especially if you are into heart. Maybe you are used to texting with someone who throws in smiley faces, hearts, sparkles, or even those random doesn't get GIFs. But then you start texting with a Japanese woman and her messages looks like, okay, got it, see you then. No emojis, no stickers, nothing. And you are sitting there like, is she even interested? What makes it even more confusing is she's totally sweet in person, always smiling, always kind. So now you are stuck thinking, is this just a politeness or something more? Here's the thing. Some Japanese women just don't text emotionally, no fluff, no cute stickers. It's not because they don't like you, it's just their texting style. For me, I love using emojis. I will throw a heart, smile, or flowers into any message. But one of my close girlfriend, never, not even one emoji. That's just her vibe. So if she's messaging you regularly, even if her texts are short and totally emoji free, don't panic. That might just be her style, so don't overthink the messages. Trust her actions when you see her in person. But here's something to watch for. Most Japanese women actually love using emojis. It's really common, especially in friendly chats. So if she uses emojis with her friend but not with you, that might mean she sees a bit of distance between you two. Maybe she doesn't feel close yet. In that case, it doesn't mean that one is close. It just means stay connected, be patient, and give her space to open up at her own pace. And let me add this. There's another type of woman. When you meet her, she seems cool and calm, but in her text, she uses cute emojis and warm, polite words, so feminine. You'd never expect that softness from how she acts in person. Honestly, I find this type really attractive, but not in a strategic way. Number 4, can a Japanese woman fall in love just through text and photos? Well, yes, but it's rare. Honestly, I used to think, no way, that's impossible. I mean, how can you fall for someone you've never spent time with? But now I know it can happen. If she starts sharing personal stories or photos, or she asks questions to know more about you, it's a sign she's interested. She wants to feel closer, but this kind of love isn't subtle, it's very subtle. It only happens after building trust over time. So don't rush, be sincere, be honest, no love bombing, just real steady communication. I can tell you from my own experience, if she starts texting you more often, little by little, she might be growing feelings for you. I remember I missed someone so much and I just couldn't handle texting only once every 2 weeks. It was obvious I really liked him, but we had met a few times before, so I already had an idea of who he was. But still, my feelings for him grew just through text and photos. He made me smile every time he replies. He was really special to me at that time. So, has the fork in the front view cleaned up a little? I hope this video helped to understand Japanese women a bit more and gave you a few hints for your own relationships. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until then, I would be happy if you hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video. Bye!